obviously there's different clients out there, different brands out there, but it's not always a sexy client, or it's not always going to be a client that's going to be, their audiences aren't necessarily always going to be on, you know, like Facebook or Twitter. So it's about understanding, like, with the strategy team, understanding what the strategy and what they want would then help shape how that is activated. What does that look like? What does it say? What's the tone? Who's it actually speaking to? Where should it live? So rather than thinking about what it is first, but what's happening and what we found in the research shows is that it's all about, like, it still is a very much an issue of, you know, girls in football and what that says to everybody else, and how people think of girls in football. So a lot of the time girls will drop out of football at a certain age, like the teenage years, and it's those that go on to stay into football that end up, you know, like doing well, but they need more people in women's football. So there's that piece of, like, trying to and the piece of research was on what's out there just now, because what we really wanted to do was help 16 to 25-year-old women to, like, really, like, find a place that they can totally, like, be engrossed and, like, fully engaged in everything that is football. And the difference with
Okay, this is me with Kirsty, having just done, and the students are just about to leave us. See you guys. We just did a little session just there. Kirsty did a good hour of content.
Wasn't that long?
To the students. That was good. It was good. A good hour of content to the students on digital marketing. Obviously, a day in the life of working with Dog Digital. So, if you were to sum up your job, okay. See you later, Fiona. Bye. This is the beauty of 360. See, you can just see Fiona walking out the door there. Right. So, if you were to sum up, just for the 360, just a wee quick wee, if you were to say, what would you say is one of the biggest challenges you think, like, right now for the digital marketeers just now going forward?
That's really tough to answer, because there'll be different challenges depending on who they are. But
you mentioned the issue of voice before. Could you just do that for the camera? Because that was interesting. I thought, you know, says that was a big challenge issue of.
Well, it's a big change at the moment that I think early adopters within the marketing industry who've probably stumbled on it by chance. So there's other agencies that are a little bit further ahead than, say, for example, we are at the moment, and it's very much an emerging thing. So it's going to be the newest and biggest step change in marketing that we've seen in a while. So, and that comes down to, you know, because design like a visual point of view, that's just wiped off. And the user experience and the user journey is going to be completely different. So from a typical website build, if you like, design, UX, that's a huge part of what we would do as a project, and understanding, right, how does this look and feel, but also from a user experience point of view, how does that navigate? That's going to be completely taken away, but also even how people navigate is completely different on how they speak. You know yourself, people aren't linear, so going from a journey, and like on a website, so if we're talking about websites have, it's like you ask someone, if you're walking into a room, where on the door is the door handle?
Yeah.
You know exactly where it is, and that's the same as a website. There's stuff in it, there's parts of a website that you know where things are, but from a voice perspective, understanding how people speak, and there's a whole raft of things that you have to take into account, of like language, but then there's culture, and then there's how we pronounce things and all of that. So although it's a big challenge, it's also huge opportunity.
Well, the strange thing is we would often refer back to the old classic master identities. You'd
Yeah.
say, so for voice recognition and how you would navigate online and how that would pick up online for marketing perspectives, it changes the game, because you are having to take in issues, you know, gender, the people's class position,
Yep.
if you want to call the old traditional class position,
Yep.
obviously ethnicity or their culture, these
Yep.
kind of things coming in,
Yep.
even their age, of course we talk about youth.
Absolutely, because
for these
people
things.
speak completely differently depending on how educated they are, and obviously and where they come from, but then their age, or you know how they already know about technology. And obviously we speak to, like, technology, as we know, it changes so rapidly and quickly, but I think the voice part of, like, from a visual aspect is huge, because it wipes out a totally wipes out a sense, like, you know, one of your five senses. So it's just being able to appreciate that is a thing, and keep, I suppose, from saying to them, these guys here, if it's one thing to keep an eye on or an ear on, it's that, you know.
Good.
So yeah.
So that's what we're going to use, that little clip there on 360. So I'll pop that in,
Right, okay.
you can see it.